What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something to win, then this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass, it's Cox. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. and ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Offense gets set for second down. The gift to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you can what the defense gives you.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that one.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Strikes the blow. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Cox. Finds a man in the middle. And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback extends the play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Direct snap. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Formation trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Texas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Cox. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. looking to move it through the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. He'll let it fly. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He wants to throw it again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Well, look at this. Fourth down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They want to throw it. A little release to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water at some point.
over, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Well, we knew. This offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback checking the play. He'll just keep slinging it. He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Longhorns pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the tackler. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Cox. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his big tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Timeout, Michigan.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Texas.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Snap it to the back. Crosses the 45. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to throw, it's Cox. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking off. Back to the air one more time. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Landry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass to 25. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. Powers through the defender. The Longhorns pick up the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
Let's go!
He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll give it to the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 28, Texas 3.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll try to pick up the first. The Longhorns will move the sticks.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Scanning the field, it's Cox. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Fast motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Complete on third down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They keep attacking through the air. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Got it. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
29 Philly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Back open in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Rucci. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be determined on downs.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator getting ready to go into victory.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Let's see what he can do with it.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw, it's Cox. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Going up top on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Cox. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback keeper. Still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Quarterback will keep it. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now it's a two-possession game, maybe a two-point conversion needed in there. Down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They get a big win here in